View and take it away, Heidi.
Thank you. Don't mind my mess in the office. It's been Santa's workshop and I did not have time to clean it up.
Would have been my office.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. So tonight we have two things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the tiered discount in my shop because I want you guys to bring your questions if you have them so we can answer them because I know there's been a lot of stuff happening with that. So I just want to have it at the end. I'm going to kind of have it be open for us to discuss that if you guys have any questions. But first, we're going to go over vision boards. So vision boards are one of the things that I fell in love with in Mary Kay. I love training on it. It's so much fun. I love getting in touch with my inner child, and the best way I do that is through like arts and crafts. And so I just love doing vision boards. And I've taken it a step further, and I do digital ones too as well. And we're going to talk about vision books as well. So there's lots of ways to look at your goals on a day-to-day basis. So is there anybody in here who hasn't done a vision board? Sandy, have you done one before? Okay. And Riley, can you put in the chat whether you've done one or not, or give me a thumbs up? I know we're going to record, so I'm going to go over the basics, but I want to share with you that 82% of people who use a vision board report achieving more than half of their goals. Okay, yes. So you have done one, but it's a really long time ago. Okay, you're going to get excited for this. There are two times of the year that you can do this. I do mine at seminar, the new seminar year, but a lot of people like to do New Year's, right? Or maybe just revamp it, take some things off that you're not working towards anymore, maybe put something else on, or just start fresh completely. So I do both, but my main one I do at the beginning of the new seminar year. And so the one I'm sharing with you guys today is going to be that one. And it's kind of fun to look at them. But I want to let you know that 82% of people who use a vision board will have more than half of their goals achieved. You guys, that's a lot. That's huge, just right there. And it says small business owners who use vision boards are also twice as likely to reach their goals compared to those who don't. Twice as likely. So it's like if we can do anything that's going to help our business, why wouldn't we do something this monumental that's that small of a thing? Like it's not a big deal to make one. Um, and I want to talk about the science behind why it works too. So, have you guys heard of the reticular activating system? It's a part of our brain that filters what's important. So, when you see something every day, your brain starts to scan for those things, and it helps to reinforce your self-belief so that your vision board will strengthen your ability to achieve your goals, boosting your confidence, and your resilience because you're seeing what's in front of you right now. And our brain looks for what we are looking for. So if you tell your brain that you're looking for these goals that you have on your vision board, you're going to be seeking out opportunities every day and you're going to notice them. It's just like when you look at the positive stuff is more seen. When you look at negative stuff, you see more negative stuff. It's the same concept. Or if you just got a brand new car, you're driving around town and all of a sudden you see everybody's got your car, that's why. It's because your reticular activating system has been activated. So having a vision board helps you to keep your goals right in front of you. And I'm not going to talk about, we know how to set goals. You know what you're working towards. You want to get clear with yourself and, get grounded. Do a little 5-minute meditation, 10-minute meditation. Really focus on the clarity because what you put on your vision board is so important because it will happen. So make sure it's something that you really want. Um, and this can be anything like I do mine for my whole life. I don't do just Mary Kay. It's not just my business. I do it for everything that I want to happen. So I'm going to share with you. It's huge. So this is the one that I made in January, no, July, the first part of July. And I always start it with something in the center that's like the main focus. Sometimes I'll use like the chakra color, sometimes I'll use like something spiritual, but there was a saying that somebody said that was who will sit in the shade of my tree at one of our events, and it really stuck with me. So I put a tree in the middle and legacy because that's really, really important to me, no matter what it is. And so you'll see that it's kind of broke down into different sections. So like up here, I kind of have financial. I've got some health things over here, family things, kind of like my environment, how I want it to be. I love this bed and breakfast tea kettle. I love bed and breakfast vibes. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but like I would way rather have family breakfast time than family dinner time. And like having everybody together and coffee on the porch and like talking about our dreams, that's more my style. And so I will, that's why it's on there. But I love the Beauty and the Beast. And for some reason, this tea kettle spoke to me, right? And so I put words around it that are what I want to evoke and what I want to have. There are a million ways to do a vision board. I go over the top. It doesn't have to be this full either. So, like reading books in the hammock, this to me represents like having that me time, making sure that I'm focusing on self, like what's the word? Not self-development books. I read lots of them. I've spent so much more time in my hammock this year than I did the year before. Just having that picture, it's like, oh yeah, I should go do that. That's my quiet time. I've got my other business stuff here, love, balance, and then my Mary Kay up here in the corner. And so I just kind of like to, I know Denise has done, I love my check too. I did it for infinite amount of money because I have a relationship with money that I've been working on. So it says an infinite amount of money from the universe. And the memo is belief and worthiness because I believe that everybody can have whatever they want. So I just really love this so much. It makes me feel happy. I look at it all the time. It hangs right up here above my desk. So I see it frequently. And the whole point of your vision board is that when you see it frequently, right, it's going to activate and you're going to be looking for opportunities to make those things happen or be reminded of what it is that you want to see happen. So I took it a step further and I also do one on my phone. So the wallpaper on my phone is a mini vision board. I go in, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to let me turn my light off. Well, maybe I can't. There it is. I
Mhm.
just take pictures that are meaningful to me that help me to like what part of my goals are, and I put it in together on Canva, and then I just upload it as a wallpaper to my phone because, like you said, when we see it, our goals are in front of us. And sometimes we can get blind to just a poster sitting on the wall, right? I mean, unless you're looking at it, the point is that you want to look at it. So make sure it's somewhere where you're going to see it all the time. And then I also do one for my, um, I'm actually going to share this really quick if I can. Let me Okay, well, I'm struggling today. And that's okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to share my desktop. Now, I know this is my whole desktop, so tell me if you can see. Can you guys see? Because I can't see you now, but do you guys see my wallpaper?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. So I just did the same thing. I went into Canva. All these goals are somewhat similar to what's on my goal poster, but they're different. And the reason why I have them different, even though they are the same end goal, is because our brain gets numb to some things sometimes. And so I try to make it so that it's visually different. So I'm not just like, oh, I already know what that is, and I'm not paying attention. Does that make sense? Okay, let me stop sharing that. And then, so you can go into Pic Collage or you can go into Canva. You can go into, there's so many ways to do it. Canva's free though, so I just use it for everything. And then you can actually go in there to the elements section and it'll have like a place where you type in keywords. And I'll just type in like cabin by the lake and it'll give you thousands of them and pick one that talks to me. Or like the lady who is, chiseling her body out of an obese statue. That speaks to me in a big way because I feel like I'm that healthy person inside. I just need to chisel away all of this extra that I'm holding on to. And so it really resonates with me. So, like, that's on everything because I can't find anything else that replicates that. I know that like back in the day, we would do cut out of magazines. When I was in high school, my tennis coach had us do vision boards and we would use tennis magazines to do it. And it was so much fun, but magazines are like so hard to find now. So I usually use Google for everything. If I don't find something in Canva that I want, I'll just go to Google, type in the photo that I want or the words that I want. I do love Canva because you can type in words. So like on this one, I have different words on there like finances, love, travel, career, health. It kind of like is just the different segments of my life that I'm focused on. And so I think that's kind of fun too. But on my vision board, I just use markers, right? So it's really whatever you want. You can make it however you want. Denise uses like all of the glitter glue and the puffy paint. And it's so pretty when she's done. You can literally use anything. So the reason why we're going over this tonight, for those of you who are watching the replay especially, next week we're going to be having a vision board party at Kiln. It's going to be so much fun. You're going to bring everything that you need for your vision board. So you're going to bring out your pictures already printed off. You can wait to cut them when we're there. Bring your own tape or glue or markers, scissors. I'm just telling everybody to bring their own stuff because I don't have enough for everybody. And so,
They do have a lot of stuff in that supply room too, though. Like
okay.
we can sneak some stuff out of there too.
Okay, okay, cool. So there's lots of opportunities. And I'm bringing my markers, so I'll have enough markers for everybody, but bring your pictures, mostly your pictures, scissors, things like that, because then you've got your own pair to work with. I'm not trying to share. But we're just going to get together for a little New Year's Eve party and put together our vision boards. I think it's important to have that culture of like just doing things together. And it doesn't always have to be a training. Sometimes it can just be hanging out and doing this. So one of the best vision board experiences I had was at the Eagle Inspiration Center. And it was one of my very first ones that I did since high school. And I had a blast doing it. And I didn't have very much with me. So I just kind of watched what everybody else was doing. And it was so much fun. And that's when I got reignited into doing vision boards. So just have all your pictures printed out, have everything you want for it. Bring a snack. It's going to be fun. Dress casual. We're not, no, it doesn't need to be skirted. It's just a casual, fun meeting to do our vision boards together. Um, the next one I'm going to share with you is the vision book. And I got this idea from Jamie Taylor's group. I'm a part of her adoptee directors program. Even though I'm not a director right now, they still accept me. And so I soak up as much information as I can. These little books, I got two of these and they are like 24 sheets, I think. I got a two pack for 12 bucks. So if you want to do it this way, get together with another consultant and order some on Amazon. They're super cheap, super durable. And I just did Canva. I did my Canva palette or collage and printed it out. And then inside, I did this a little different. So inside Jamie Taylor's group, they just put the pictures from their vision board inside the book, and they actually keep this in their purse. So when they're sitting at a coffee shop, or if they are stuck in the child drop-off line, there's a lot of young moms in that group. So they look at their books several times throughout the day, rather than just having something up on the wall that they look at. I like all the ways. So I did all the ways. And but I did it took it a step further. I am notoriously forgetful about saying my affirmations in the morning before I get up. So I put my affirmations on each page. So like this first one, it's a picture of money and it's like abundance and it's also giving money and receiving money. And I like the sun because I think that, money's energy. It's how I see money. And so I put some of my affirmations underneath it. I'm not going to read them all, but like, I'm worthy of having everything I desire. I welcome impeccable financial wellness. I'm in charge of my earning potential. Living life fully is my birthright. Wealth chooses me. Things like that. In case they're always in, we've gone over affirmations before, but they're always in positive present tense, like it's already happened for you. And then I have one for Mary Kay for my business. And it says things like, I'm creating my dream career. I am open to new avenues of building my unit. Blessings are always chasing me down. I attract my ideal client to me daily. Things like that. So when have this in my purse and I'm sitting around, I can read these and also see pictures that are familiar to me because they're also on my vision board. Family game night. I've been feeling very disconnected from my family lately, so this was a good one for me to put in here. Having adult children is really hard. And this is like the hardest Christmas I think I've ever had so far, just describing. But I'm learning new traditions and new ways to share my children because I've never had to share my children with their partners before. And I am because now we've got a grandbaby. Okay, so we said we support each other through thick and thin. We share a deep bond that can never be broken. We cherish the time we spend together. Our family is a place of peace and harmony. Our family is a place of warmth and affection. Um, it's a place for comfort and solace. We work together to create our home environment. Um, you know, Things like that. There's a lot of them. There's some really personal. And then I have one for traveling, and I have one for being forever young. My one tip to you, if you do decide to go this route, is to not use white font. I am so upset. I'm going to reprint these probably because they're so hard for me to read even when I'm like with glasses on sitting right in front of it. So don't use white font. But once again, I have the same chiseled out picture here that I love so much. And, eating healthy. This is supposed to be a swimming pool. She's swimming. And I liked this because swimming makes me feel like I'm connected to my inner child. And I just love it. It's like my favorite way of exercise. And so I picked a little girl because that speaks to me. So, it's not just a picture of a swimming pool, it's something that actually speaks to you. And when you do that, you connect with it more, and then it's more successful. So, affirmations. And then I just did um, more pictures that are kind of similar to the other ones, like a backyard garden. We're taking out our grass next year and putting in a full garden, more reading in the hammock, things that just having chickens, bed and breakfast vibes, all those things that make me feel like I'm living my dream life. And so that's that. I'm gonna say. So when you are setting your goals for next week to bring your things, I want you to focus on all the different areas of your life, not just Mary Kay. However, this is Mary Kay related. So I want you to think about what are your monthly sales targets for this year? Do you want to hit a certain amount of parties or faces each month? What are your big overall goals? Do you just want to have work-life balance? Do you want to quit another job and just do Mary Kay full time? Like whatever your goals are, put those in front of you and then make sure that you're printing out pictures and phrases and words that are helping you get to that goal. Another really cool thing that I've done before is a becoming board. And this one, I didn't do one for this year, and I kind of wish that I would have. So a becoming board is like follows the be, do, have model. So we be the attributes and the behaviors that we want to that represent our end game, our end goal. We be those first and we do those actions first, and then we have what that person has. So if I want to be a pink Cadillac sales director, am I dressing like a pink Cadillac sales director? Am I have the work ethic of a pink Cadillac sales director? Am I working towards DIQ, becoming a director in general? So you get the idea. So you're going to do all the things that person would do to have the things that person has. Does that make sense to everybody? Because I botched that totally. Okay. And so becoming board, when I did mine, I don't have it with me. I actually took it down when I redid my new board, but it had things like part of the 5 a.m. club, going to the gym 3 days a week, eating clean. It wasn't like the goals of what I wanted, it was the activities I was going to do to get me to those goals. And I kept that one in my bathroom, which was the wrong place to keep it because how often are we in the bathroom? Like 3 to 5 minutes, a couple times a day. Like I just am not in there long enough. And so I felt like it didn't work for me very well, but I loved the concept of it. So I'll probably do something like that and add it to this one because this is what I see the most. And it's in my purse all the time. So that's that. Does anybody have any questions about the becoming board? Because I kind of just threw that in there. Didn't have notes for it. Okay. So, part of that is being a good leader is reading self-development books, right? And like making sure that I'm reading like 100 pages a day or whatever it is. 10 pages a day is probably more realistic. Your Mary Kay lifestyle goals. So, what is it that what does Mary Kay bring into your life that you are celebrating or what you want? So, for me, a lot of that is work-life balance. I don't have to go punch a clock at a job somewhere. And so having that on my becoming board and putting that in my affirmations to reinforce what I'm already getting, but also what you want. So adding to that. Some of them could be the travel experiences. If you like to go to career conference and seminar and you love the self-development of that part, put that on your board. It's okay to put, even if you know that's going to happen and you know you're going to go, you can still put it on your board to help keep you that in front of you as a goal. I had some more. I printed my notes out this time. I never do that. And so it's hard for me to read. So I apologize. Oh, customer milestone celebrations. So, like, if there's certain things in your business that you want to put into practice, like better customer service or recognizing all of your customers' anniversaries or birthdays, or If there's certain things that you've not been doing that you want to be doing as far as the activity level, making sure to put those on your board too. It doesn't have to be just the big, grand 5 years down the road, I want to have all this accomplished. It can be what you want to accomplish each month as well. And I think I hit most of my notes without even looking at them. That's pretty good. Clarity and focus. Oh, so we talked about clarity and focus, visualizing your goals, making them clearer, more concrete than just a vague dream written down in a notebook. Motivation and emotional connection. So, like I said, like that little girl in the swimming pool, you've got to have an emotional connection to your goal and the pictures that you choose because then it helps to evoke that emotion inside of you. And when that emotion is evoked, then that's when you really go to work subconsciously making your goals happen. I remember the first time I decided to put having a lake house on my vision board. I literally got up in front of the room in person and was reading my affirmations and it was in there. And I like got to that sentence and I burst into tears. And it's because I want that feeling so bad. And that feeling is so like it's just out of grasp. Like I can feel that it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. And it just evokes a feeling inside me. So make sure that your goals are things that like really make you excited. I know not everything's exciting, but it should be something that makes you feel good and excited. Like I can't wait for this to happen. This is something that's got a grasp on me. What is it people say? It has a chokehold on you. Okay, so for the meeting, bring your stuff. Sandy, if you want to have yours, if you're going to be around, we can Zoom you in. You can do it with us on Zoom. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about the vision board? So that was like very basic, but just kind of sharing my experience and what I like to do. No? Okay.
No, but I love what you've done. I love how you have it on your phone, how you have, your Canva, your dream book, and then also your poster.
Thank you.
I love how you did all three.
Yeah. I feel like the more places you can see it, like it's just it's just it's just better. I feel like I constantly and I don't I see my vision board when Denise calls me for a coaching call. Like I come to my desk to sit down and while she's asking me, what do you want? What are you working towards? I'm actively looking at that and I'm like, okay, this was clarity to me. My vision board was clarity to me. So even on the days when I'm feeling like, Denise, I don't know what the freak I want, I am struggling, I can look at my vision board and be instantly reminded of like, okay, those are the goals I want because I was so clear when I made them. So that's the other thing is that it just helps you to remember what it is that you're really working towards because like the emotional wheel, we cycle through it. Sometimes you're going to be like, why am I fighting for this? Why do I want this? Your vision board should be able to trigger that inside of you to be like, oh yeah, that's why. This is what I want. So take the time to put effort into it. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to speak to you. The only person it needs to speak to is you. And then you can also share it with your family because then they see it all the time. I actually asked Justin earlier, I was like, have you ever seen my vision board? Like, because it's up here in my office all the time and he's always in my office. And he was like, oh, yeah, I've seen it. It's like, it's cool. And so you don't know what other people are gleaming off of that too in helping you meet your goals. And then we took it down so that I could show it to you guys. And he's like, oh, it looks weird without it because we're so used to it being there, which is why we do this and why we do this, because when you get used to seeing something on the wall, you don't look at it anymore, right? So all the ways are cool. Okay, I love that Kelly's got her book ordered. It's going to be so much fun to put those together. All right. The next thing we're going to talk about really quick, we just have a few more minutes, but I want to talk about the tiered system. So I'm going to share a couple of flyers that I think all of you guys should have downloaded. I think they've been posted in the Inspired Area page, but if they haven't been, I will post them again as soon as we get off the meeting. But these are really great for having it just in your arsenal of for knowledge, but also having it um, to explain for team building purposes. So this is the actual breakdown. I got this from Erin Marlowe. So it's going to have her little symbol on it. So there's two ways that customers can place their orders. No, yes. There's two ways customers can place their orders. They can place it through your My Shop, or they can place it with you, and you can go into InTouch and place an inventory order. Okay. Both ways are going to pay you out. You're going to automatically get 30% no matter what if your customer goes to My Shop. If you order on InTouch, you want to have at least $100 retail as your order to get the 30% discount. Um, and then once you hit your 450 retail, it's going to put you into that 50%. So it's a flow chart. You guys can read a flow chart. So if you're active, you're going to get 50%. If you're not active, but the order will push you over 450, you're going to get 50% on that order. So let's say you have 250 in retail and this person places a $300 order. Even though you're at 250, because it pushes you over that 450 mark, you're going to get 50% for that entire order. If you're not active at all, you're going to get 30% from My Shop. So there's a couple reasons why this is so amazing, and there's a couple things I don't want you to get hung up on. The first one is when we're team building, we don't want to have a minimalist attitude. We don't want to say, oh, all you have to do is send out your website and you're going to earn money on that, right? They are going to earn money on that, but we don't want that to be, we don't want to be thinking bare minimum. We still want to keep with the original business model that we have, that they can earn 50% discount, getting active, getting a great start qualified order, all those things we still want to work towards because that's going to set that consultant up for the best success. Now, the thing I love about this is that sometimes we have a consultant who can't get active right away. Maybe she doesn't have a lot of people that she can reach out to. Maybe she feels like she can't reach out to family. That was me when I started. I knew a couple people. Luckily, I was able to branch out and meet new people, but not everybody can do that. And what is so wonderful about this is they can start pushing out their My Shop website the second they get started and start getting orders on there right away. So the 24 and 24 to 24 was $24 to 24 people in 24 hours. They can do that all from their My Shop. They don't have to pre-collect those funds and then hold on to it and then place the order and then mail out the product or go deliver it. And so if they've got people from all over the country that are ordering from them, it's going to automatically be shipped to them, which I think is so brilliant and so amazing. However, we don't want that to be, this is like the personal use consultant, right? We still want to keep that mindset that, business babes are going to get active. They're going to do a full great start qualified order. They're going to set themselves up for success in that way. So now let's look at the right side. So I'm placing an inventory order on InTouch. If she's an active consultant, she's going to get a 50% discount just like now. Okay. So what if she's not active, but she's placing an activating order, which is what we do now? She's going to get 50%. If she is not active, then any order between 100 and 449.99 is going to get a 30% discount. Anything under $100 retail is going to get a 0% discount. So every once in a while, we do have a consultant who's like, oh, I couldn't get an order in, but I just placed it. It was $60, right? We want to make sure that all of our team members understand that they want to hit that, if they hit that $100 retail mark, then they're going to still earn 30% discount on it. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about this form? Okay. If you don't have it, screenshot it, print it out, keep a hold of it, just in case you run across questions or one of your team members does.
This is something that came up today when I was talking to Rebecca, and I told her that the way that I was reading it, yes, people still have to order at least a minimum order one time a year. They have to be active at
Yes.
least one time a year to maintain their status. Because she had a new person she was working with that had that question. So it doesn't just keep adding up, and then, if they never get active, they still have to place that minimum order before their year is up to maintain their status as a consultant.
Yes. Yes. And it says it right here. The very last bottom bullet point says you must be active at least once per year to maintain your status as a consultant. So at least one time in that year, you've got to hit 450 retail, which we all know how easy that is. Okay. The next one I'm going to share is Which one was it? I think it's this one. So this is the new consultant earning options. So when we're out there team building, this one has my phone number on it. I will get you guys a generic one that doesn't have that on there. Um, I had made this one for myself. So for new consultants who are starting, this kind of just shows the difference in what that extra 20% gives you. So let's say they buy a miracle set on the My Shop. The retail from that is 116, the profit's 34.80. And keep in mind that if you're offering free shipping, the shipping is going to come out of that 34.80 as well, which is 595. It's a flat rate on our website now. Um, and so a lot of places are charging for shipping. I know that it's like a lot of Mary Kay consultants do not, they do free shipping, and that is wonderful and great. You don't have to do that. I don't want you to feel bullied into do that. People expect to pay shipping. And so if you're not in a position in your business where you can take that profit away, like I don't want you to feel obligated to offer free shipping. I think that it's something that, especially like when you build an inventory and you're ordering once or twice a month with the $15 shipping fee, and then you have it out of your inventory and you can deliver on the porches, like it's just a different model. So if you're really just offering My Shop and you're really focusing on My Shop, and you're only getting 30%, I just want you to be mindful that shipping is going to come out of that if you offer free shipping. So it's going to make it even less than 34.80 profit. And then same with the upgrade to 50%. So if they are up to their 50%, they're active, they're going to be active just the same the rest of that month and the following 2 months, just like now. But their profit on that's going to be $58 minus shipping. And then the Great Start freebies are all going to be the same. So like I said, the Great Start program is not going away. We have not talked about it very much lately. We talked about it at Fall Retreat a little bit, but there are great ways to get free inventory for your new consultants. So as you're team building, make sure that you are familiar with that. For every $600 increment in wholesale that they do, they get a free bundle. And it's just I maxed out my bundles and it was so amazing because I had all this product that I felt like I could share. I could do giveaways. I could do fun things with my business that was a little different, and it was all 100% profit on the ones that I sold. Highly recommend doing it for new consultants. The next one, what is this? Oh, this is the Ready Set Keep Selling. So this is after their first initial order, these are the bundles they would get for every 600 after their first order. And they get the bundles within the first 4 months, just the same way Great Start is now. And there's an app you can download too if you're not sure, or I can answer questions. And then I think I had one more. Is it this one? Oh, yeah. This one I liked just because it shows the difference in the profit and it didn't have my phone number on it. This is one of the ones I can share with you guys. But like it's just so much more profitable for you to be an active consultant, and it's not hard to get active. So like especially like if your new girl is feeling overwhelmed and she's like, I just want to start earning money right away. I don't have enough money to get active. Like pushing My Shop to help her get those orders is so fabulous. Um, and then once she gets active, she's going to see how much her profit jumps up and then she'll want to stay active. And it's easier to stay active once you're active, right? So, that's just another one. I'll share that one with you guys because it doesn't have my phone number on it. And then the other thing I wanted to say is that in My Shop, there's been some glitches and the company is working on it. They're very well aware of what's happening. And so just I want to remind you to keep an open mind, stay positive. If you have a friend or a family member who can go in and order on your My Shop for you, even if it's something small like a mascara, like just so that you can, or if you want to go in and do it for yourself, just so you can see the flow of it, because it is a little bit different than what we did before. We used to be able to add CDS free samplers to our orders, and those have gone away. So now it's just the paid CDS samples. But you can still do those through your My Customers and through ordering. It's all still goes through My Shop. Um, there was something else. Oh, when your customer gets on there, actually, I'm going to share. Let me open it up real quick. I'm just going to share mine really quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me make, well, not that big. Let me make this a little bit bigger and share my screen. Okay. Can you guys all see my Mary Kay website?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's got my name up here in the corner. You want to make sure that your customer is always looking for your name up here. And this is because of one of the flaws. So when you click on the name, it's going to give you independent beauty consultant, your picture, your your little thing that you write. I had ChatGPT help me with mine. When you click view profile, this is where they're going to see all of your specialties. I've got pictures of me with having a party at my house, my little setup, my favorite vacation place, me with my table, my kids, my tribe. Just little, I might edit these. You can edit these anytime you want. But I want to show I'm a real person. I'm a small business owner. I'm a mother, the things that are really important to me rather than just some filter or, selfie picture. It's got actually me in real life. And so I encourage you to put these pictures up because people will see them and they highlight them on there. Let me get rid of this cookies thing. And then these are your favorite products. So when you put your favorite products on there, it's going to highlight your favorite products. It's not just random. These are products that I chose because I love them so much. And they're different price points, which I thought was important. And then okay, so then when they come up here, sometimes, now it does not happen all the time, so I don't know if it's going to happen right now, but if your customer starts clicking through these, can you guys see my mouse?
Uh-huh.
Okay. When you start clicking through these different things, sometimes it will change the person up here to another consultant. And so the company's aware of it and they are trying to fix it. And it hasn't happened since I was told the company was aware of it. But I just want you guys, I felt like it was enough of a thing to make you guys aware of it, to be watching for it, because there's been several consultants, like we're talking hundreds, um, who an order has gone to another consultant and the company's making it right. It's all great, but I want you to be aware of it. So if you know that you have a customer who's going to order online, you can just talk her through it and help her make sure that your picture's at the top when she's checking out and ordering. I wished it would have done it, but I'm glad it didn't. So if you're clicking through these and you go to gifts, and you go to there's one that has, yeah, sub collections like men's collection. And then I looked up here and this happened like several days in a row and it was some consultant in Florida. And I'm like, no, it's got to come to me. So just make sure that you go in there and you play with your website too, so that you're familiar with it because it is different and it is very user friendly. I can't even, it's so much nicer than the old one. It's more modern and streamlined and simple and it's like quick. It doesn't take forever to load different things, which I absolutely love. Okay. This banner up here, this is Miss the Holiday Shipping Deadline. Connect with a beauty consultant for last minute gift ideas. If they click on that, it will take them to a consultant locator. So just making sure that your consultant or your customer knows that they're ordering with you. Make sure you see my face on there. Make sure nothing's changed. Um, that's that. I just can't reiterate it enough. So, does
So are
anybody
they
have a
gonna,
question?
Heidi, are they gonna fix that miss the holiday shopping deadline banner? Because really, if you're on your website, if I'm your customer and I'm on your website and I'm like, yes, I did miss it, and I click to see what your gift ideas are, I shouldn't be going elsewhere.
Yes, I agree. I'm going to say that because it's still up there, I noticed that when I just now clicked on it, it didn't take me anywhere. So I think they already deactivated it, hopefully. And it's not just mine, but I would watch for it. And the other thing is that, like, this is a perfect opportunity, you guys, to talk to your customers. Like reach out to them. The ones who order with you, you know who orders on your website because you've got a whole history. You know who texts you. Go talk to those people who are ordering and just have a conversation with them. And also let them know that if they want to just text you their order, let them know when they're texting that you'd appreciate that, or when they're ordering, you'd appreciate it because that helps you to catch anything. If somebody places an order and it goes to a different consultant and they didn't let you know that they ordered, you wouldn't know that they ordered. And so this is just a perfect opportunity for us to really give the best customer service and reach out to your customers who do shop the website and tell them about the differences, offer to walk them through it, offer to be on the phone with them if they need any help, like especially for our older gals who are not as tech savvy, they might need some help. And so that's what I would say about that. And I would just say just stay positive because they are updating it constantly. And it's really cool, you guys. Like it's just go play with it. I love that your picture's in big towards the bottom. Like I think that's cool. Um, and again, my favorite products are up there. And then they got to start your own beauty biz. It's just really cool. And it's just way more modern and like pretty for what people expect, which I think is really cool. Okay, any other questions about the website before I stop sharing it? Okay, anything else? Any questions about anything? Are you having any experiences? You're like, I don't know what to do.
Do you want to explain to them about ProPay and Stripe and all that too?
Yeah, okay, so Stripe is what we're moving to for your My Shop orders. It is a transfer bank. It's not a holding bank. So in the past, money would go in your customer would pay for their card, and it would go into your ProPay holding bank, and then Mary Kay would pull out their portion, and then the rest of it would just sit there, and you'd have to go in and manually um, transfer that to your bank or use it for your order. Okay. Stripe is not going to do that. The way Stripe works is that their card gets ran. It takes 24 hours to run their card, and then that money is going to automatically show up inside your bank account. So, one of the things, let me pull up the website again real quick. Let's go share screen. Okay, so I'm in Denise's. This is a bad example because we're actually working on fixing hers. Let me go into mine. Um, I know we're almost out of time, so if anybody has to go, like, it's okay. Also, thank you for being on, even though it's a holiday. I appreciate you guys giving us your time. Okay, so in here, if it like mine doesn't pop up with my Shop thing because I exited out. So if you accidentally did it and you haven't done your My Shop yet, you can still get to it. You can get to it from this link right here, or you can come up to Business Tools and go My Shop and manage My Shop Manager. And then you want to make sure that down here it says that your Stripe status is active and your shop status is active. If yours don't say that, then you've got something you need to go fix. I turned off free shipping and I did it because it only gives you a 30-day window and I wasn't going to come in here and recheck it every 30 days. So I'm hoping they fix this, but like what you would do if you would do want to is, let's say 75 and over, it gives you 1 month. So like if I started it tomorrow, I could only put this out until January 25th. And so every month you'd have to set an alarm to come reset it. I hope that's one of the things a couple of the nationals said they were working on getting that done. And then all customers or just registered or just guest. So I turned off free shipping until they get that figured out because I literally have 3 customers who order on my website. Like all the rest of my customers literally text me and just, hey, I need a cleanser. And so I've just trained them that way, which I like because I'm not paying the Stripe fees. They usually Venmo me and I'm not paying all the fees. And so it's just easier for me. However, it is an option on here. Same with the product discount. The product discount is going to be exactly the same as it was on our website before. This is another difference. It only has 2 zip codes instead of the 5 that it had before. And this is all the same. You're just going to go save and publish, and work through all these different things over here. Your Stripe account, if you did not set it up before that deadline that we gave you, I think it was October 31st, then you're going to have some more steps to go in and do. Like linking your bank account. It's going to ask you to log into your bank account. It is safe to do. You just use your login for your bank user ID and password. Like if you were logged, like let's say you bank at US Bank, you would go in and use your US Bank mobile app login info in Mary Kay in Touch. It is safe to do it. The reason why they do it that way is to do an active, it's like instant transfer. So when Stripe gets paid, it'll just instantly transfer it into your bank account, like as fast as Zelle, which is pretty cool. So it's no more waiting to get payout. Um, Trying to think if there's anything about this that you need to know. It's free. It's free for everybody. Stripe is free. It's included in your website. And everybody's My Shop for the next year is free. And if you just paid a renewal on your website, then they're going to actually reimburse you your website fees back. I think if you renewed in September, October, or November, they're going to reimburse you. So just make sure you're watching for that. And there's so much information on In Touch, you guys. So if that applies to you and you're like, wait, what is she talking about? Just go read the news and In Touch. It's in there. Um, does everybody, okay, not everybody uses my customers. I think everybody does. It's a consultant though, right? I think the only people that don't is just a couple of directors. So the other thing is that your Stripe account, okay, I have to think about how I'm going to explain this. Your Stripe account is not available to use in the app or for parties in person. It's only for your My Shop. And so where right now, if we had a party and someone wanted to pay with their credit card, I would write their credit card number down and go into my ProPay and charge it. You're not going to be able to do that with Stripe. So there's a few things that you can do. You can still take cash and check and Venmo and Zelle and Apple Pay and all those things. Or if they are insistent on using a card, you can still use your ProPay account as long as it's active. So even though it's not hooked up to your website, you still like your ProPay is yours. It doesn't belong to Mary Kay the way Stripe does. This belongs to you. And so as long as you have an active account in ProPay, you can still run your cards through it. You can run your cards through Square. Square right now is having a huge sale where it's like your first $1,000 of transactions are no transaction fees. So, I mean, even what is that? Is it because I went like this?
I went like this, so it's like light show.
That's fun.
Yay. Yeah.
I don't know where that happens, but so that's kind of exciting. I don't know what I recommend because the majority of my customers pay me on Venmo. So I don't have like a lot of experience with Square or anything else besides ProPay. So I would just figure out what works for you with your business and how you want to do it. Zelle and Venmo are so user friendly and
Yeah.
almost everybody has them. Oh, the other cool thing about my shop is that they can pay with Google Pay and Apple Pay. So they don't even have, if they have their card saved to their phone, they can just do Apple Pay and check out on their phone with their Face ID, and it's so slick. Um, I heard some directors saying that what they chose to do too is that they're training their consultants to um, shop my shop within their parties. So at the end, everybody pulls up my shop, everybody just goes in and places their order, and then it gets shipped to the customer. And they're doing it that way. So like you guys, we are in a business where you can literally work your business however you want to. So figure out what you want it to look like and then just do it. Because I mean, there's a million ways to do it. There's no right way or wrong way. Whatever works for you. Is there any other questions about Stripe? Because I don't know if I just totally botched that or not.
But Heidi, I do use Square for my other business, and I think they take out about the same amount of fees. But it occurred to me about halfway through my open house, rather than doing things, even through ProPay, taking down their card and doing it that way. Venmo is wonderful as long as they just put like a little emoji. They don't charge fees. They're trying to charge fees for business accounts. So just do a personal account that you can use for Mary Kay, because Venmo, that money's just right there. And a ton of my customers now are starting to use Venmo to
Yeah.
pay them. And it's just so slick, because getting out a checkbook and writing, even some of my older people that would always write a check out, I just am encouraging everybody to use Venmo. But
Yeah.
I do have Square. so that you could do that right at your party if you wanted to.
And also, like Venmo has an instant payout that costs money to do, but if you just choose the 1 to 3 day payout, it's free. So you're not losing any money on it, which I think is absolutely fabulous. And actually,
And
I've actually turned,
it never takes that long. I always have it
no,
the next day or that day.
yeah. I've actually turned my Venmo account into my Mary Kay account. I have like a little pink Venmo debit card, and I use that debit card for business purchases, and I just do everything in Venmo now because the majority of my customers pay me in Venmo, so it makes sense to me. Um, but my point in saying that is that they have a debit card that you can use too if you'd rather use that. Um, there was something else I was gonna say. Well, I can't think of it, so that's okay. Any other questions? No.
Great training. So good. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Vision boards next week. Super excited. I hope you guys make it. I hope you're there, Sandy. It's going to be so much fun. And we're just bring a snack. We're just going to kind of spread out either on the second or third floor. I'm not sure where, but in the evening, there's anybody ever there. So we're just going to kind of take over one of the floors and spread out and put on some music and, you know, celebrate New Year with our lovelies and make our vision boards. It'll be super fun. Okay. Well, that's all I had for you. So if there's nothing else, I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas and thanks for staying on to the end. I love you guys. You're
Love you, Heidi. Thank you so much. And we will
welcome.
be Zooming next week too. So
Yeah.
encourage your peeps to get on if they're not going to be there in person.
Yes. Okay. See you guys later.
Good night. Happy holidays, everybody.